Alrighty, welcome to a league match between Marcus Mailer and Nick Henley. I'm Scott. I'm in the booth with Ryan.
How you going, guys?
This is going to be an interesting match. We've got Marcus playing his Old Faithful, his Vader Raider.
Yes, he loves that deck. He plays it very well.
He does play it very well. He's won a few tournaments down here. He's won a few tournaments elsewhere.
He has.
He's a very good player when his head's in the right space.
He is. He's a bit sick today, so we'll see how it goes, see how it
Yeah.
impacts his play space. But he knows his deck inside out, back to front. So
Strong hand from Marcus. Nick on the other side is playing Phasma, Bala, Trooper. What an interesting combination.
yeah, it's interesting. I haven't seen this before. I'm
neither.
not sure if you have. So we'll see what Nick is. Nick's pretty cluey. He knows his stuff. So
He's an X-Wing regional champion at the moment.
he is, yeah. So he knows his thing. He loves this game as well. So there's definitely going to be some method to his madness. I'm not sure what the madness is or what the method is, but we'll see how it goes.
We'll see if the Star Wars skill leaks into the other games.
Yeah, exactly right. And Nick likes to play his, those sort of those mix it up a little bit with his decks. I mean, he played Brobots for quite a while. He did his, talking on non-Destiny, he did his the two Defenders for regionals, which did really well. So he's quite unique in his space. What has he drawn there? So he's got I think there was a blaster pistol.
Looks like, yeah, it's probably a DH-17. We'll see in a second. We've got the roll-off here. I saw Marcus flash as 2 holocrons as opening hand, so
He's going to be happy with that.
yeah, we'll see. It depends how fast he wants to be. If he wants to take the sort of slower game, that Tusken Raider can get really scary really quickly.
Okay. The battlefields, I can't see that. It looks like...
So we've chosen Mos Eisley, Spaceport.
Okay.
We've chosen Marcus's battlefield to play on here.
Yep.
No, we've chosen Nick's helm. He's also
Yep.
playing on Mos Eisley.
Okay.
So it's two shields for Marcus. He's put them on Vader, which is, I think it's fair enough.
I
Vader's
think that's
his
good.
heavy hitter.
Just keep him in the game as long as you can to do the damage. There goes a holocron.
That's straight on Vader. He's just committing to Vader this game.
Yeah. In comes Belichick.
We got a gun, a couple more guns. It looks like a shield, I think.
Yeah.
So the F11D rifle is fantastic here.
That's great. And even if he dies, it's that redeploy as well is fantastic as well for him. So we've got 2 guns, a gun, and another gun.
So he's deflected the base. It was a single gun, a 2 mod, and a 2 for a resource. He's deflected the single to basically give Nick nothing.
Yes, yep.
So it's risky flicking the 1 instead of flicking the 2 because then if like Phasma rolls a gun, the Trooper rolls a gun,
Exactly.
he's just
offsetting it all. But
he's wasted a point of damage.
I think
Second
you have to
holocron here.
play. Yep, second holocron. So he's going all in.
So I see a force throw in his hand there. On Nick's side, I see a flank, an electroshock, a DH-17, and he doesn't like you.
Yeah. So he's pretty set up. I mean, obviously the deck, you'd assume you'd have some control there where this Trooper's really just going to be there to take some hits and die to keep Phasma and Belichick alive for as much as possible, I'm assuming. We'll see how that plays out. It's a rolling with Vader.
2 damage and a blank and +1 resource on the holocron.
Okay.
One of its most awkward sides.
Yeah, it is. It's not what you want.
So we got the Trooper guarding the 2 damage from Vader, rolling a blank, true to the Trooper there.
Yep, take the damage, resolve the dice.
So the Balatik here, Balatik with all the gear is terrifying. I've been seeing some games recently where Balatik's just been getting gear, then suddenly killing 2 characters.
Yes, yeah, and then he reactivates. It's like I'm just going to whack at you again.
I've been seeing some fight dirty, some arms and teeth action going on. So out of nowhere, Balatik just snipes your last character and then rolls again. It's crazy.
Fight dirty is really good with Belichick. Those 2 dice, yellow dice, and you can load him up with on the hunt and a couple more yellow upgrades. You can do surprise 4 damage where your opponent doesn't expect to do it. I mean, we've played at games where fight dirty has won me quite a few games. Just that ambush sort of option using the reroll.
So yeah, he used the holocron special to throw in a force throw, then throw in the force throw. He rolled the special, but Nick, he didn't like you did, removing the blank Trooper dice.
Which I think, it's what you got to do. That's the one good thing. Stormtroopers, if they're good for anything, it's good for removing dice with he doesn't like you.
Well, that's it. In this, Nick's basically playing a 2-character list. He's playing Phasma, Balatik, and the Trooper's just an extra 7 health for both.
Exactly, to absorb the damage.
So we got a reroll here. That's a holocron special and a 3 sticks from Vader.
Yeah.
Crazy amounts of damage on the early turns.
So Mark has done well to get that. I'm not sure if he's got anything else in his hand to actually play on the holocron, but it's definitely worked.
But it's potential, like that's it. Like
Nick
the holocron it's just an inevitability. Double blank.
Eating some damage. The Belichick, yeah.
So this is a league match. This is held as a best of 3 with no time limit.
Yeah, it's best of 3.
So the league's been really popular. We've been posting results up each week. We posted decks up each week. This is round 4, I believe, for these players. 6 weeks in the league. We'll see. These players are both 3-0, I believe, in the round.
Okay, nice.
Or both 2-1. I'm not quite sure. But we'll find out at the end of this fortnight what the results are because they play 2 games a fortnight.
Oh, we'll post that up on the video once we do that as well.
Definitely.
A lot of people asking about decks and those sort of things. So let's see what we draw. I didn't see what Nick held onto there. I think it was the gun, was it? they hope to get the gun out.
So he's got
Yes,
a
he
best
did.
defense. That's another good reason
Yeah.
for the Stormtrooper. Best defense, an infantry grenades, a disarm, a DH-17,
Yeah.
and another card. Whereas Marcus, on the other hand,
Deflect.
he's got a deflect, which is really strong here. He doesn't like you. A backup muscle, a lightsaber, and a mind probe.
Pretty solid hand, actually.
It's a really solid hand. If he can make use of his holocron here and
Yeah.
put that mind probe in, Nick's in a lot of trouble.
He is.
So Nick's rolled in and got a couple of resources there. Maybe what he wants, maybe he doesn't. Like he's got another gun. He's got looks like another F11D rifle there at the back. I can't quite see it, but
And I think Marcus is doing the right thing here, going for Balatics. I think he is probably the scarier of the two on the
Marcus spent all week playing against Balatic. He's got a little inside information about this match. He lost so many games to Balatic. He knows how to beat it.
He's gone.
Straight up.
Bam. There you go. It's a good start.
That's the power of Tusken Raider. You throw it in, you discard a card, they die before they can even do anything.
Exactly. Just eat the damage. It's worth it. Get rid of a card to kill a character.
No, he lost a backup muscle to deal 3 damage instead of 1. Like he would have liked to have played the backup muscle, but there's just no time in this match. He needs that extra resource if the holocron rolls up.
Exactly. So we got a damage. We got a gun and a special with the blaster.
Yeah, we got an F11D rifle special, which will probably take 2 shields off Vader or 1-on-1. Not sure yet.
I tend to. Yeah, I think you would go to shields off Vader.
Because shields are so easy to get back.
Or you might do 1-on-1 just to spread it out a little bit. No, there go the 2 shields. Yep.
I think I agree with that play because if he rolls shields every game, right now Nick hasn't done any damage.
No, exactly.
The shields are free. Here comes Vader, the big boy.
Oh, he's
Not
blanked.
an excellent roll.
No,
Single resource might be what he wants, but he definitely doesn't want those blanks.
No. Bit a few blankage at the moment going on, but it separates the good players from the really good players, being able to utilize the cards you have in your hand, have the plan each turn for the cards you have in your hand.
Discarding a bum chin.
That's
a card is excellent in the matchup.
He's just going for damage at this stage, which he's got another 3.
He's got a focus and a 3, so that's representing 6 damage so far.
Which I think I sort of agree with. I think Marcus potentially could pop the pop the Stormtrooper, although he has decided to put the damage on Phasma.
Interesting choice there.
Yeah, I'm interested about that as well. I think Marcus has got a lot of options here.
Well, Phasma's got the redeploy weapon, so maybe he doesn't mind her dying as quickly, but it still sucks. She's so much better than the Trooper.
Yeah, a Trooper against a Vader and a Tusken, that's going to hurt. And look, see where we go.
So he crushed the last resource to stop the gun rolling out the 2 for a resource side.
1 damage. So that's the first damage Nick has got on the board. It's not looking good for him.
Well, he dealt 2 through the shields, but the shields were free at the start of the game.
So he's claimed. And Nick's passed.
Good claim there, good claim. It's always good when you claim your opponent immediately passes because you know they were just about to do it.
Yeah. So Nick's kept his gun again as well. He's kept that blaster. And he's got the holdout blaster now as well, which is going to give him that extra action.
Yeah, that resource crush from Marcus was actually better than I think he may have thought it.
It's not a bad roll from Vader. I think. I know it's
couple of sticks, a hat, and a +1 box.
He's got a probe, so he's playing probe. You don't like probe. I don't mind probe, but
I've come around a little bit on probe. In some decks, it's really good. It's a nothing action that maybe you want to wait, but it's sometimes it's amazing, sometimes it's terrible.
It can be good if you can get rid of an event out of a person's hand. It reduces the amount of rerolls they can do. It can help, but it like you said, it can be very hit and miss.
I think you want to throw it out in the middle of the turn, not straight away, not at the end. You want to get it into the middle when they're trying to plan their turn around how many cards they have, and suddenly they have 1 or 2 less.
He's got the special.
Special and force throw.
It's going to resolve. I think you would have to do that, right?
The special and force throw?
Yeah.
No, he wants to wait till Nick throws in a character for you, removes that dice, deals damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you think of Mind Probe.
Yeah.
He definitely resolving the Mind Probe special.
Oh, he's just discarded the
Discarding the Mind Probe. No. Oh, this is the thing. Marcus plays this deck way different to me, but he plays it much better than I do. I think he just pushes damage the whole time. He knows what Vader's there for. Vader's there for one thing: that's to kill
just
characters.
Just to kill, do the damage. So we got a special again on the blaster.
Yeah, not really what you want to see.
No.
It just spreads out the damage, and he's probably going to do 1 to Vader.
Throwing the dice back.
Yeah,
give that damage.
So we got 4 on Phasma, 4 on the Trooper. So it's 3 total health left on the Trooper. It's so easy to kill with just Vader's random. Like if he has a Force Strike in hand, like
he's still got the 3 potential on Vader.
So we're going to see a couple of cards here and hit all the events out of it. He hits an unpredictable, so it's not terrible.
That's not too bad. No.
So he knows about a lightsaber now. So he knows about a lightsaber. There's the Force Strike to kill that Trooper. That card is really good. It's a sort of backbone of the deck.
Yep. And there's not much you can do about it. Again, we're talking about those cards before, which are, those sort of ambush style cards, the surprise cards. It's like you try to mitigate as much as you can what's on the board, but you never really know what people have got in their hands with the Force Strike, with the Fight Dirties, etc. those are the things that win you games. Playing those cards properly are the things that win you game.
That's exactly right. Like Vader's dice are terrifying,
Yep.
no matter what they're showing. Like they could be double blank, and you could take 6.
Yeah, exactly right.
We got a claim from Marcus, a pass from Nick, going back into the what's probably would be the final turn, maybe the penultimate turn, if Marcus is to win this game.
I think so. I think Nick's still got his holdout blasted there as well, so he can get the action. I think you've got to play it just in the hope of
Another
doing
probe.
Yeah, he's got disarm. It's not really going to help.
Marcus found his second mind probe and lightsaber. I use the force. Is just another terrifying card. It's not as fast as Force Strike, but it can represent 3 damage.
Now Vader's arm just becomes terrifying. It's really just a case.
Yeah, he's got his laser stick.
Yeah, that's it.
Holdout blaster has ambush, so Phasma's immediately able to roll in ahead of the other team. So we got a resource, a blank, and a +1 gun.
Yeah.
Or +2 guns, my mistake. It's not the best roll, but if discard a card, maybe that turns into 6 damage.
Yes, yeah.
Vader's on 2, so Vader's quite healthy here. 13 health's a lot to chew through.
It is for one character, even though he's shooting.
He's 21 points.
Here we go. I think that's
a +2 and nothing else.
Blanks. Wow.
Again, but Nick's got to fear the Force Strike.
Yeah, he does.
He's probing, trying to hit it.
Yeah, he wants it gone.
Yeah, this shows some sort of high level play. Like some people might just ignore it and keep playing. I know I've fallen into that trap, but Nick knows that he's got to play around the Force Strike, got to play around the use the Force, the unpredictables, etc.
I mean, the only event Marcus has in play is the use the Force, right? So
he has a use the Force, and he has a that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, use the Force.
So another holocron. Even if Vader dies here, the Tusken Raider is just as scary.
Yeah, he is. We'll go the reroll.
Discarding a disarm.
It's got, was that 2 damage and a resource?
Yeah, so that roll's now turned into 4 damage.
Yeah.
But I don't think Marcus cares. He's rolled up the Force Throw special. He can just discard a card here to throw the base and really ruin next day.
He can.
He's also got the holocron special.
You have to do it. Yeah, get rid of it on the hunt. Do it. Bang.
So powerful. So he can't resolve the other special here because the Tusken Raider ability says resolve 1
Yes, 1 dice. Correct.
Yeah, it's a simple trip up.
He's going for the disarm.
Yeah, he's just his dice may as well be useful. May as well
exactly.
You can get rid of weapon or equipment. And
correct. Yeah.
The holocron is equipment.
You sort of have to do that it's something I see. I run disarm in my Django deck, and you want to get rid of that holocron. It doesn't seem scary when it's there, but what it leads to is scary.
What it represents is terrifying. Yeah. There's 2 sticks from Vader,
and so that's game. That's lethal damage on board. Unless Nick's got something to do about it.
Is Phasma 10 or 11 health? No. All right, we're going to game 2, yeah?
There we are. Done.
So for those who don't know, in game 2, instead of rolling the dice, the loser of the previous match decides on the battlefield. Correct. So Nick will have the choice here. And he knows that while making his mulligan decisions, which is a little bit of an advantage, but Marcus, of course, has the match advantage. Yep. If he wins the next game, this match is over.
I think you need to... I think Nick, knowing that the battlefields are the same, you just got to take the shields, right? I think you would sort of give the turn to your opponent in order to take the shields. He's got a lot of cards which allow him to roll in, with his ambush card sort of thing. So I think you'd take the shields. What are your thoughts?
I think I would take the shields too, but there is that little voice inside my head that I don't want to fight Vader on turn 1. I don't want him just to throw in Vader and throw 6 damage at me. I'd like to at least have some dice in. My deck's full of... So if I was Nick, my deck's full of... He doesn't like using unpredictables and stuff, so...
Agree with that. I think that action out in front can be good, unless you get a lot of dice mitigation in your first hand, where you figure you can control Vader's dice.
That's it. But he doesn't like needs dice in the pool, so sometimes you might want to just get Balatik in there early or something, so you have something in there. If Vader throws up that horrible 6, you don't want to see the 6 sticks.
Correct.
You can just get rid of it and not take damage, because six damage is nearly the whole First Order Stormtrooper. It's almost all of Balatik. Yeah. You could have a character dead on turn 1 just from being unlucky.
Exactly, and then you can, if the Tusken Raider rolls well, roll and discard a card, you do 9 damage potentially off turn 1, which is, like I said, scary. That's a character. That's a character on. That's Phasma dead. That's Balatik's dead. Or the Stormtrooper dead.
So I think I saw Marcus keep Intimidate here, which is an excellent card for getting rid of those starter game shields.
It is, yeah.
So he kept it here, and we'll see what Nick chooses. If Nick chooses, we've already got the shields on Vader, so they looks like they chose before mulliganing, but that's all right. I guess they can do that. There's no randomness to be determined.
No.
So Nick's chosen to go first, which I think, for what we said before, is the reason. He's got a he doesn't like you, so he wants to get a character in first. He's got
disarm.
He's got a flank as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's also mitigating damage, and he's got the holdout blaster, so he's in a good position. I think you'd have to play that holdout blaster first.
Well, yeah, if he goes holdout, no, he just wants to throw Balatik in. He needs the resources for for the flank.
Yeah, for the dice mitigation.
Yeah,
Correct.
because if Vader throws up 6 here, he just wants to flank one, and then Vader will probably resolve the other one. But Holocron, it's a slow start from the Vadfather. We got a what can that turn into? It can turn into a Force Choke, and that's it at the moment.
I still think just for damage, and this is again just learning from playing my Django deck. You just want to get as much damage as you can out. That's a good roll for Marcus. He's already got the special on the Holocron plus 2 damage off Vader. Is that right?
2 sticks and a hat.
2 sticks. Yep. Okay. Yep.
So the Holocron also has a focus on it. So that's like just a very
Yeah.
powerful thing for Vader. Like the Vader die is so much more valuable than some of the other dies. He doesn't like to away the special, which Marcus is probably sitting here thinking that's fine, but Nick doesn't know what's in his hand. Nick doesn't want to face a turn 1 Mind Probe.
Exactly right. He does have a disarm there as well, which I potentially think you could use. You could potentially save that, but Marcus is obviously worried that Mind Probe can come out or something that's just going to eat damage. Marcus still has resources on the board, so he just doesn't want to have to deal with that turn 1.
So no Guardian there, just rolls it in.
Yeah.
So there's the Force Strike. Another thing, he just did 3 damage there through the Trooper who had Guardian. It's like, that card is ridiculous.
It is.
It's fantastic.
So he's already taken 5 damage, Bellatrix, which is turn 1, which is pretty steady, solid turn.
That's a lot of damage.
It is.
The Raider's not even in yet. The Raider could just roll in and kill him.
Correct.
What do we got here? Let's see it. Is that 3? I think it's 1.
It's a 1 gun.
He's choosing not to resolve it now. He doesn't. He thinks it's pretty safe.
I don't think you need to. Yeah, he's
going to disarm the Holocron.
Yep.
Just putting, but then this is like starting the turn again where you already have 5 damage on the trooper.
It is, yeah.
That's
and Vader's sitting on 15.
crazy.
It's hurt.
15.
And now he's on 6.
It's a large number.
Yeah.
So
Marcus is in a pretty good spot at this moment.
Probably going to claim here. Yeah, straight away claiming. He probably would have bounced the Holocron if he had the choice.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't that great that turn.
Now Marcus is playing that. See, now Nick's playing the holdout. I think I would have probably waited. I don't know about you, but I would have waited playing that to get that extra action. Yeah.
Yeah, it's net 0, right? So you can play it this turn and get nothing out of it, or next turn and have the same amount of action. So maybe he just wants to have 2 resources when he plays
it in. Maybe and if you're thinking on the redeploy, if Bellatrix dies, then you can at least use it, then use it again for the next turn, perhaps.
Marcus is emoting with his hands here. Maybe he's explaining something.
Yeah.
What is his hand? So we got a Force Choke, which he plays immediately. We got an Electroshock. What's Nick got? Nick's got a backup muscle.
So he's got a jetpack by the looks of it. And
infantry grenade looks like a dodge and is that a daring escape? Interesting.
Okay, yeah. So not a lot of dice mitigation. You'll put the jetpack out as well. I don't think you'll put that on Bellatrix. You'll probably maybe put it on Phasma because Bellatrix doesn't seem long for this world.
Oh, jetpack's such a terrifying card. The +2 and the +3 range is absurd.
So there's some plus damage there, is that right?
Yeah, so there's plus guns and a hat and a blank.
Yeah.
Vader comes in with his 3 sticks,
damage.
his two resource crush. It's so oppressive. Like, Nick has to spend his resources now. Yeah, he's rightfully so. Just get rid of 2 of Vader's dice here.
And just take the damage, yeah.
He's just, taking 3 is better than taking 6.
6, yeah, correct.
Like, he's used 1 Force Strike already, but there's always used the Force. It's always unpredictable. There's many things.
It's scary. Those dice on board just mean potential damage.
And then there's always
he wants
the
to
Raider.
keep Bellatrix alive as much as he can, so he's got a gun.
Looks like a single.
Yeah, he's not going to resolve it. I tend to agree with that.
So Phasma's got a roll. If Phasma rolls a gun here, it's a little bit better. I think she rolled a gun, which means that he'll be able to use the Bellatrix dice to make it better. I think it's 4 damage.
So Nick's got to do quite a bit of damage.
Straight away deflecting the base. Yeah. This is just it's lining up so well for Marcus here. He's playing very well and just keeping Nick down. He's already a game up. He thinks if I win this, we can end it. Just get it done.
I think for Nick to come back for this, he's got to kill a character. And the hard thing is he's not going to kill Vader. You could kill the Raider to soften the deck up in the hope of trying to even up the odds a little bit. But it's going to be very hard for Nick to come back.
Well, that's it. I think both players know that Vader's going to survive, so that's why Marcus is putting the
damage
upgrades
for a
on
resource.
He's got a resource.
That's 4 damage he could do.
It's not nothing.
He's got a max of 6 damage he could potentially do on board at this turn.
Yeah. So Marcus has got an Isolate in hand and a Feel Your Anger.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the resources for the Electroshock or the Isolate. I think Feel Your Anger costs 1.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
So he's got no choices here. He's just discard cards, reroll the Force Choke dice. There's a 1 discard. I think he feels that Nick's going to spend his dice before, so
Nick's going for the Raider, which I think is the right choice.
Freely do this, and then maybe he claims, maybe he uses.
I think that's a very apt name for a card. Feel Your Anger. I've had that used against me so many times. It makes me angry every time that card is used against me. So Marcus going to discards to get some dice out.
I think he's just trying to get the special. He just wants the 1 damage. Because getting 1 damage on Baltic this turn means that if he draws a backup muscle, it just kills it.
Does.
There
so
it
he's
is.
got special, does the damage, it kills him.
Oh, it's 3, 6, 7. Oh, of course, he's on 8. I keep thinking Baltic is 9.
Yeah.
So straight away, redeploy onto Phasma. Looks like we got a new turn here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Nick to come back on this. Marcus has played.
Marcus draws his second Force Strike.
And again, this is where you look at the lethality of the Vader Raider deck. I mean, you've got 1 upgrade card on the table with 2 characters. Nick, has had an upgrade out for quite a while. He's put Jetpack out, he had Baltic on.
He still has 2 characters.
I feel if he can kill the Raider without taking too much damage, he's still in with a chance. It's going to be hard, but he's still in with a chance.
Well, his flanks are online. His electroshocks are pretty good. Like Vader will roll a 3 sometimes, but most of the time, the electroshock gets rid of his dice.
If you can control Vader's dice and kill that Raider, then he's in good.
So the Holocron here puts him back a turn. Rolls in the Jetpack Special, which is very good against Vader.
But it's remove a combat dice.
Remove a dice doing range damage. Melee damage and get a shield.
Correct.
It's very strong against Vader. Fun thing to note: you don't have to have a die to remove. You can just get a shield off it.
Yes. Yep.
So at very worst, it's gain a shield. That may change in the future, but currently that's the way it works. You're going with the Raider first, hoping to try and spike some damage.
Blanked it. Well, the Raider potentially do some gunshots to put some shots out so we can resolve the dice, but But yeah, still resolve 3 damage of that as well. He's taking the resource.
Well, he doesn't need to do anything. He just wants to take sort of dummy actions, wait till Vader's in, then use it special. His backup muscle, the king of dummy actions, this card.
It is.
You can no longer tap it with 0 counters on it.
Correct. It's considered a pass.
It's considered a pass now, but it's still 3 turns of just being slow.
Didn't get what he wanted.
No. Marcus, he saved the Force Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, that little does Nick know.
Yeah,
All right, backup muscle. What's he going to do? Is he going to go for Phasma? He's
just do the damage.
He's not. He looks like he's not scared of the Trooper at all. He just wants to get Phasma off the board, then fight the Trooper with a Vader.
Yeah, it's over. If a Trooper beats Vader, then the galaxy's gone to hell. But,
that's exactly right. We can all
he's going to discard. So Nick feels like there is something there, so he's going to discard. It's another chance of him maybe getting the Force Strike.
Force Strike. Yeah, look, it makes Holocron worse. Like, what does Nick think Marcus can have here? Like, he's didn't see an event. Though. Discard the Force Throw. Like his last 2 cards have got to be pretty much exactly what's in his hand to be actually scary. So we'll see. There's the Holocron special.
So he's got the resource to roll that in as well. There's 3 sticks on Vader, which he'll get rid of with his special.
Is it 3 or 2? Either way, it's getting removed. Oh, no, it must be the Holocron special gets removed by the electroshock, which is
okay, but now
gives Marcus a chance
to do that damage, to resolve that damage.
Force strike the other one.
Yep.
I don't know if I would do that. I think I'd just resolve the first one and let.
I agree because now he's getting rid of it. Yeah, do the damage on board because you can play that card at any time.
Yeah. Maybe he was worried about another probe or something. He wants to make use of it. Interesting. So the Trooper's going to roll in here. Well, like maybe the Trooper. Maybe he figured if he didn't spend it, the Trooper would just hit the other one, and he's happy to take the damage on the Trooper. But he's always going to use the Jetpack special.
And the Trooper does what Troopers do, so he's passed on that one.
Yeah, look, it's worth a shot. Sometimes they roll up 1 damage or 2 damage or something.
Got off first order Troopers.
Well, they're very good with Power of the Dark Side.
Yeah, if there's a civilian deck, they'll win every time.
All right, so what are our hands here? We've got a Kylo Ren's lightsaber with enough resources to play it. There it is. Not even a consideration. Just
whomp it out.
That thing is 4 damage size. It's a beast. What's Nick got? Nick's got a backup muscle.
Yeah.
It looks like 2 backup muscles, actually.
He's doing...
Tactical Mastery?
I think you've got to do that. You've got to try and get it in, because Phasma's dead.
Well, if Phasma
rolls a dice...
6 damage here, she gets to resolve it or something.
So he got the special, which is what you don't want.
That's not terrible.
And there's no dice out. He's discarding to re-roll.
That's his second action.
Yeah.
I think I would have just left the Jetpack special. This Phasma doesn't have to die this turn.
No.
Holocron for Vader. He's got no rush.
No, he doesn't.
He's just arrogantly walking down the hallway.
He's got all the points in the world, yep. Tusken Raiders taking damage. Vader doesn't really care. There's the damage that he wants.
There's the plus on the Jetpack.
So he's doing 3. Is that +3? It is +3.
I think it looks like +3. So we're looking at 4 damage here, which is enough to kill the Raider.
No, it was only on 4, so that'd be...
So it puts it at 1.
Yeah, it puts it at 1. He does have a backup muscle in hand, which you could play.
Yeah.
There's 2 backup muscles in hand, which you can play to finish the Raider off.
Get the Raider in there. Looks like a hat. I think he leaves it there because if right now there's nothing scary on the board.
No. So he will play backup muscle.
Yeah.
I think, yep, there it is. It's out.
It puts it on Vader, so because the backup muscle goes under the shield, so the shield wouldn't even save it. I'm glad I'm glad Marcus didn't spend the card in his hand to resolve the shield to have it completely wasted.
Yeah,
You hate to see it.
No, he just Vader's where it's going to be at. Vader can, although that's not a great roll for Mark. There's a lot of blanks there.
It's a +3 though.
It is.
All it takes is 1.
And he's got the special as well.
And it's a force choke. So this is a very controlling roll from Vader.
Yeah.
Obviously the blanks are bad, but the force choke is very strong. He needs a resource, so it's not excellent. Well, we got these Guardians of +3. He knows that Marcus is going to reroll here.
Yeah,
He's playing to his outs to take as less damage as possible on Phasma, which I think it's absolutely brilliant play.
Yeah, I think if you can keep Phasma alive, it's still a very much an uphill battle, but he is in with, albeit a slim chance.
Discarding unpredictable here. So you got a two resource crush and then 2 blanks.
It's always so nerve-wracking when you see that, and that's the hard. It's terrifying when Vader re-rolls dice. You hold your breath every single time.
Well, he's got 2 more cracks at it.
He does, yeah. I think Marcus just got to discard, go all in, discard.
They're on the backup muzzle here.
I think it's got to be done. Just go.
It's a shame Vader can't force choke
He's got
himself.
two combat, a shield, and a blank still.
Yep.
He took a shield. He took a shield for Phaz.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Mitigate it down to 1. Mm-hmm. She's on 1 health left.
Is she on 10 or 11 health as well?
She's on 9 health. She has.
How much does she have?
She has 10. 10. Yeah.
10. Okay. But she's claiming here.
Yep. Does the damage?
Yeah, I think she's got 11 health.
Oh, maybe 11. Okay.
I'll just check that right now.
Well, it must be because he's on 10. Yeah. So it's definitely not 12.
She has 11. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, her dice is a 1 gun, a 2 gun, a focus, a discard, a resource, and a blank.
Okay. I'm still a bit confused as to what Nick's deck is doing. But again, I think, it's good to see people try out new things, and Nick's always pretty brave to do that.
He's won a bunch of games so far, so it obviously does something.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's cool. But I think the idea is you battle against some characters, you gear up Balatik, you use Phasma and the Trooper to sort of... Like, you can see him... and best defensing on Phasma, which means that he doesn't care if she does. He wants to keep Balatik alive and fight the late game with him with a bunch of gear.
And kill the staff, reactivate him again. It's about timing with that. He's played the what is it? The tactical
mastery.
Yep, I'll let you say it this time. So I think that's a good play because those two redeploy. So if you can resolve some dice.
Yeah, he just wants to get as much value out of Phasma before she dies to the backup muscle. Jetpack special for every single time.
Yeah. Not that it helps him at the moment.
No, one more action for Nick here.
Although he could take the shield off it, right? He could take the shield and...
yeah, but the backup muscle puts underneath the shield. So he's just rolling in. He's not
I think you've got to resolve the dice.
No, look at he's
got the gun with the resource.
I think you just backup muscle and remove 5 dice.
Or does he have the extra action because of the holdout blaster? He played holdout blaster for the ambush, then got that to get the 2 actions. Maybe I'm not sure, but
so holdout blaster action.
Yeah, Phasma.
Tactical mastery. No, he's out. Yeah. Wow, so you can redeploy the one Trooper. The Trooper's already rolled in this time.
Yeah, so that's what I was confused with. I think that was maybe a mistake.
Yeah, maybe it was a folly.
Yeah.
It's right. When you're on the back foot, you overthink some things, and you go, "Oh no, that's why I didn't do that."
And you always panic with Vader. Vader on the board. It's like, no, you feel like a rebel trooper stuck in a hallway.
Yeah,
that's the door locked. So 2 damage on the Vader. Was that what he's done?
Yeah,
there?
2 shields there. He just spent the resource, deal 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Vader's down to a humble 14.
Yeah. And now he's rolling in.
Here he comes. Discard a card, please, sir.
Yeah.
We got. Look, it's pretty average. It's a bunch of resources, which is not what he wants here. He just wants to finish this game.
Yeah, I think Vader should kill him.
Sometimes you love the resources, but right now it's not time.
Vader can easily do 5 damage based on what he's got there.
So he's used both force tracks. He has a use the force, which is representing 3 damage here.
Yeah.
He's discarding on hunt. He just wants to see what he can get naturally first.
I think that's the right play.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. So we got...
he's not rolling well.
4 blanks.
4 blanks.
Does Nick have a feel your anger?
Yeah. Marcus gives the thumbs up going, yeah, this is great. Good fun.
There's still plenty of cards in hand.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So he knows he's got 3 damage, irrespectively. He's also got to use a force, which is another damage. So
that's it.
So Nick doesn't have a lot of answers, unfortunately.
Use the force can represent 3 damage. He's got a minimum of 3 damage here. There's some special.
There it is. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there goes ahead. It's done.
Straight up with the handshake. So Marcus wins this game 2-0, which means that he'll be, I think, 3-1 going into the 5th and 6th rounds of this league. So definitely contending for the top 4.
Yeah. And good games. You know, both good, really good guys, really good players. It's good to see some high quality
Yeah,
gaming.
they're both still locals.
As I said, I'm still a little bit confused on Nick's deck. I'll talk to him about it, but I think it's solid. I just think against any deck against Vader, the Vader Raider is always hard, especially with that damage that comes out, and Belichick dropping pretty quickly obviously hurt him. But yeah, great match. And thanks for watching, guys. Check out our Facebook page. Check out our videos, and we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, subscribe to everything. And this has been Ryan and Scott, and we'll see you next time.